Good day everyone, so welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to talk about my top 10 favorites, my top 10 favorite national costumes for Binibining Pilipinas 2019. I just saw the costumes yesterday and I am so amazed by the creations. And first of all, I would like to say kudos to all the Filipino designers and creators who's been a part of creating these amazing costumes, because I'm just very proud of the products of these talented people. Now, before we proceed to my ranking of the top 10, you'll notice me looking at this side because I have written some very important notes here about the national costumes that I really love. So let's begin. My number 10 is POLANGUI ALBAY. I told myself that I cannot ignore this photo. I loved how the costume just pops out and stands out in the photograph, and the color of the costume is just amazing. Design-wise, I love the floral details in the gown, and it is very, very feminine and graceful, which is a perfect representation of a modern Filipina. My number 9 is MASBATE. The national costume is inspired by Cordillera Administrative Region's official slogan, which is hashtag find yourself in the Cordilleras. It features the banga, or the pots, which are commonly used to fetch and stock water. I love the very intricate details, from sleeves to the bodice up to the waistline. The bottom part, which includes local fabrics and chicken feathers as accessories, is just an explosion of culture. My only concern though is that a similar type of costume has already been brought to Miss Universe, and that was in 1996, worn by Eileen Damiles. My number 8 is Talisay City CEBU. First of all, that pose is exuding pure confidence, elegance, and beauty. The color just reminded me of the vibrant and colorful festival in Cebu. I love the headpiece and the different cut of the dress, but what I really love the most is the back part of the costume. It isn't very clear in the photo, but the color, the pattern, and the design looks amazing. I am excited to see how she executes and carries this costume. My number 7 is Muntinlupa. This is such a meaningful costume because Muntinlupa is the home to the main insular penitentiary, which is designed to hold the prisoners in the Philippines. The design of the dress is just okay for me, but what I appreciate the most is the color selection. Black is just a perfect choice, which is very dark and appropriate. Aside from that, it helped emphasize the scale, which signifies that justice will prevail. I love that. Number 6 is Puerto Princesa, inspired by the Palawan peacock pheasant, which is a medium-sized bird, which is also depicted in the official seal of the city of Puerto Princesa. The costume's purpose is to create awareness on the undergoing rapid decline due to the destruction of habitat and human activities. For the design of the gown, the fact that the details of the gown were all painted through hands made me appreciate the hard work and the efforts of all the people who worked for it. So kudos to you guys. And the pattern on the dress and the peacock train on her back is just so beautiful. And the way she showcased her costume on the photo is just filled with elegance, sophistication, and confidence. So I love it. Number 5 is BATAAN. This is such a perfect choice of costume and at the same time very, very meaningful. She is representing BATAAN, and this is the costume that reminded us one of the most iconic events in the history of the Philippines, which is the Battle of the Bataan, which happened during the World War II. This is where the United States and the Philippines worked together to fight and prevent Japanese invasion. I loved every detail of the costume, from the weapon down to the boots. If I could make any changes, I'd probably remove the cream-colored fabric to reveal the skin, because that is more realistic and appealing in my opinion. But nevertheless, this is such a great costume. My number 4 is MALABON. We have seen a lot of Maria Clara gowns or Philippine terno as national costume, but this is just a classic and stunning costume in every way. I love the golden color, and it looked very, very expensive. And what is this? expensive, and she looked like the goddess of the sun. Very beautiful. My number 3 is ILOCOS Sir. I am not sure what's the inspiration of this costume, but it looked amazing. This reminded me of the national costume of Gabriela Isler, but this is more of a Filipino version. What I loved about this costume is that it seems to showcase the balance between masculinity and femininity. I can feel the power, courage, and strength, but at the same time, I can also feel the elegance and glamour, which is such a beautiful mix. My number 2 is Negros Occidental. It seems that we have already found the perfect costume for a Filipina goddess slash superhero. I love the details of the headpiece, plus whatever type of bird she's holding, it looked amazing. Aside from that, I loved the coordination of the details, the headpiece, the bird, and adding white fabrics on the bottom made the costume and details in sync and connected. Plus, that plain white fabric at the bottom is just perfect because it balances everything. It balances the other parts of the costume, which are very, very detailed. So putting that plain white fabric to balance everything out is just beautiful. I have to applaud the creator of the costume because this costume is international level. And my number 1 national costume for the Binibining Pilipinas 2019 is Mandaue City, Cebu. When I saw this costume, I already told myself that this deserves to win the award and deserves to be brought to an international pageant. This is such a phenomenal costume, and finally, I am very thankful because someone finally think outside the box and did a lot of brainstorming. The headpiece is huge and I loved it. I love the incorporation of music in this costume, and those small guitars in the headpiece is just a stroke of genius. This is not just a costume because Philippines is also well known when it comes to the field of music. Philippines is known as one of the countries in the world where karaoke is everywhere. Philippines have produced great musicians as well, and the world have witnessed many Filipinos succeeding in different musical and singing competitions in other countries. I am just amazed with this costume, and I seriously hope that this wins the award because this is just unique and beautifully crafted. So these are my top 10 favorites for the national costume of Binibining Pilipinas 2019. What do you think? Don't forget to leave your comments below. Don't forget to thumbs up and share the video as well, especially if your favorites made it in. And most important of all, don't forget to subscribe because there will be more pageant related videos to come. So if you stayed this long, thank you very much and have a wonderful day again.